Hello, welcome back to Remnant and greetings to the people who really wanted to use the Alpha and Omega. Well, you know what is the coolest gun name that is actually never used? Well, it's the Alpha and Omega. Now this update or this Halloween event didn't really offer us much in terms of usable items, but as you can see, the sequence shot at plus 10 actually is a pretty good replacement for the other one, the charged mutator. And mainly because the way this gun works. So if you don't know, it fires actually 5 bullets every time, and it will increase its damage every time you hit something. So as you can see, it will stack 5 times anyway. It's just a lot of stacking of the bullets. So basically, if you fire this gun 3 times, you'll have just as many upgrades or buffs as the other one, except you can actually give it another 5% extra crit chance. So a lot of damage that is buffed the more you shoot it, so that will be amazing. As for the traits, well, you can choose whatever you like, but it's mostly the same things every time. I'm just giving myself more handling, even though I don't really need it, because I want to be sure I'll not be missing something. Also, like I said, the quarter room pistol is probably your best secondary weapon from now on, especially with that echo. I think they can also improve it a little bit. Anyway, doesn't matter. Of course, the abrasive whetstone, I don't know, to me it seems like all of the Hugs build are more or less the same thing. You just change one or two things. Now you can replace the burden of the gambler with whatever you like. Usually it's the stone of balance or the stone of expense. Now, I am doing this because I am just looking for a build that is fire and forget. And of course we'll be using the Akari Warband. Now again, you cannot really tank as much damage as you did once, so there's not really much point into going into defense or stuff like this. So how does this work? Well, I'm also liking the potency a lot more because I'm using a lot of buffs as well. Now there are a lot of buffs, but mainly you'll be using 1 or 2, so you should really use this syringe over here, the rocket fuel. Increase fire rate by 10%, so as you can see, there's a combination of buffs that will basically skyrocket the weapon's damage. Also, we'll be using the Hunter Focus because it works a lot better with this gun than other ones, because you'll have a few seconds where you just fire a lot of bullets and then you just stop to reload. So you already start with a very weird damage number, as you can see it does over 1000 DPS without much else. So let's add this thing over here. Also, let's use one of these, because remember you get a bonus for 50% more range damage. I don't know, this is still very buggy, but as you can see we're doing a lot of damage with only 2 buffs. So now let's use everything. So the way you use this is just wait until you have the flaming guys. It's very easy to look at the flaming guys. And believe me, it does a lot more damage than it shows over here, so that's why I kind of stopped using that thing, but let's go and test all of these nice builds. A problem might be the order of the buffs, so if you're not sure how to remember all of this, well, I recommend you just use a heart. And then you apply all of the other buffs, but remember, you have to look 1 second at the enemy through the crosshairs. Now, of course, you'll apply the syringe first, then you'll go inside. Let's say I apply this, then that, then that. Then I get hit. Wait, that's not right. I like this, if it works, it works. Yeah, that's already what? 2 bars of itself. Oh yeah, I like this. Probably one of the best fire and forget weapons. And it's very good against normal enemies as well, because it has such a high amount of firepower. Also, hey, that's not bad. Not today, my friend. Well, I forgot to mention this, but some of the other advantages of this gun is that it has 24-meter radius, which is huge in terms of Remnant 2. Plus it has the critical chance of 10% starting, plus it has the weak spot damage bonus of 100%. So yeah, if it's a boss that has an easy to hit weak spot, you might as well remove it. Also, Keep in mind that the Hags has a main ability, the ammo reserves, which is basically wasted on most characters, on most builds, on most guns, but not this one. Because one of the major problems of this gun was the actual ability to shoot the bullets, but that's fixed because you have a lot of ammo. And also, that 24 meters is actually a huge range. Look at this. I think that's the limit, so you can shoot as far as that area over there and you will not have any problems. Also, can I just say how accurate this gun is if you have everything? It's basically pinpoint accurate, it's almost like a modern M4. Yeah, so I think this build has a lot of advantages, but again, you have to babysit it a little bit, and remember, the buff order will sometimes kill you, because you need to apply 3 buffs, and then another one, and another one, and then wait 1 second. And then you can shoot. But it's a machine gun, it doesn't even move, look at this. It doesn't even budge for 1 millimeter. It's a laser gun, it's the best firing laser gun in the game. Anyway, see you next time, bye bye.